So I want to go back to like 1992 when I was traveling on the Autostrada with Coach Spalding, and he was talking to me about coaching. And I basically told him that I would never, ever want to be a coach. And so the question has always come up is, what happened? Now I've been coaching for 13, 14 years now, and it's almost like I was born to do this. And the answer to the question is that life reveals itself. The lessons that I've learned as an NBA player, as a successful announcer, the other jobs I've had, the problems I've had in my life, the different, going back to what I used to tell you about my, working with my father as a custodian and a janitor's job, prepared me for where I am today. And then having an opportunity to be a broadcaster really kind of set me on the path of coaching. Because broadcasting really is, you've heard of the frame of armchair coaches. Well, broadcasters are armchair coaches. We study the game, we scout the game just like the coaches do. And as time went on, and I got to sit with Hubie Brown, Mike Fratello, I had a chance to John Thompson, and you're just such a number of big-time coaches that I've been involved with in my life. In the broadcasting field, when I had a chance to really sit down and talk to them, you found out that, as a former player, that you knew quite a bit about the game. You just didn't know how to put it into a plan. Well, that's when Coach Pitino really helped me out, because I always say that I had a paper bag full of basketball knowledge that I didn't know what to do with. He gave me the blueprint to show me how to run a program. And the day that I took the job at Cal State LA with Coach Dave Yanai, I probably was the happiest I had been in years, because I was now teaching the game. And I found out that I love to teach. And that was my calling. Along with teaching, I get to mentor. I get to have an effect on these guys' lives and give them the word, give them the experiences that I've had in my life. I can only tell you this, that even when I hear the word drive, my fist ball up, and I get like this, and that to me is what this is all about, because you got to be double-fisted. You got to be ready to go, and that drive, and it doesn't make, always, it's funny because drive is something that sends you down that path. Your ability to be flexible and to sort of mode and go with the flow has a lot to do with where you end up, because the road you start on with is not necessarily the road you finish on. But that drive puts you on that path. Confidence is, boy, that's a tricky thing. Confidence is something that you can build it. It can be damaged. I've had my confidence damaged before, and I had to have the drive and the fortitude to fight through all that. Confidence is a much bigger word, and it's broad. Confidence is being sure of yourself. Confidence is something that is about understanding the product, understanding what you have to offer, and implementing the process. Having confidence that you can do it. And even when you're not sure of yourself, it's having the drive to do it anyway. And you'll find out, you'll be surprised, you'll shock yourself. Confidence is an animal that you sometimes have to face. You have to look in the mirror and face your confidence. And it can be scary. Meeting the challenge for me is when you get up in the morning. I always tell my guys when I played in the NBA, preparing for the game started when I woke up. It didn't start 2 hours before I played. It starts when you wake up. having a broad feeling and a broad stroke of where you want to do, what your plan is? Have you written down what you want to do for that day? Have you implemented a challenge, challenging yourself, going after it is what challenges are all about. But it starts when you wake up in the morning. Plan, consistency, vision. Those are the three things that I think that really stick out in my mind of the basics for success. So remember, the call to action. If you follow the rules that I've been talking about, if you at least take some of them, and everything has to be individualized for it to work for you. If you do these things, the likelihood of your success broadens tremendously. Not only because I'm saying it, because I lived it. I've seen it done and I've done it.